Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
This to start leaning the way of FPX?
The thing is, I feel like when it comes to anything around bot side,
No way! Oh my god, Bertle!
I didn't realize that Bertle had burst damage on the screen, not with the first blood. In a lane pressure matchup that'll last the entirety of the game. That's terrible.
Oh,
and no flash on Doctor. This is going to be a dead virus.
He's going to immediately heal. He's like, I got to get out of here, man. I don't know what to do. As he's just going to be brought down to the ground by Xi'an there. Just gone limp.
That's definitely one of those moments you're sat there as a top laner like, I should have just teleported back instead of picking a fight. Life probably doesn't want to pick this fight either. Didn't realize he was picking a fight.
Definitely doesn't. Hey, but a handshake is a gentlemanly thing, and so LGD are in the right here as they now will also take down Doctum. And I think that's just LGD off to the races at bot lane.
Avoids the worst case scenario.
Exactly, and it will be the trade. The dragon goes the other way. Meteor will scoop that one up, but yeah, at least you have those three. Starting it up, about 2,000 health on the dragon would be a second one for themselves. They do go ahead and grab that one. FPX Life in Milky Way playing pretty aggressively on the other side.
Locked and loaded. Haichao has a cannon.
It's the
going
random
behind
cannon
them.
minion. It's gone astray. Oh, he didn't go for the angle. I actually think he had a really good angle there. Was waiting for Meteor with the Rift Herald here, trying to get onto the turret. They do get the Pop Blossom in the end, and Milky Way is the first one to bite the dust. Meanwhile, Bertle is fighting over on the other side against Doctum, who somehow just got solo boloed by a Gnar, and that is FPX crumbling to pieces.
And you don't have any ultimates really left to defend this mid lane turret. So LGD, it felt a little bit worrisome when Xi'an was getting...
And this is a composition that I feel like you would typically... Ooh, Haichao getting caught out here. They're going to go for the full-on commit and just gets taken out. A bush play and the picks leading out for FPX.
So,
first kill.
The prerequisite, what I was saying, is that when Shinzao and Renata are there, and they were in the same, hemisphere of the map, just not close enough to respond. Really good timing from Cap to find the angle, and now suddenly they find this is the window.
Oh my goodness! The bailout's not going to save you today. Milky Way gets a kill. That's 2 on the board for
That is what you're looking for. LGD, pull the trigger now.
Haichao's waiting over the bush with the wall, at least, with the blast cone. Here comes
Teleports.
the dragon fight, though. They're going on to Milky Way. They found him. The Pop Blossom still connects, and he is down. Look at Xiaolahu, though. He's got a backside entrance. His life gets a big equalizer. Here comes the Cassante. He's not going to be able to get the distance, and now he's in a 1v5. He tries to all himself out, but he alls out into a death. And LGD claim what was rightfully theirs in a third dragon.
Yeah, I mean, Cassante goes all out, but it's more like all out as in cricket where you kind of lose the fight. That's not so great. They're all out for 3 for 1. Down, though. FPX, they have to respond.
My favorite was the painted road into the wall. That was my favorite.
Yeah, this might be the end of the road, too.
I don't know if this one's a painted or anything, because Meteor's going to go ahead and just grab that one straight up. I don't know if FPX want to even be here. Xiaolahu is definitely not wanting to, as he is gone and going to be back in the gray screen. We do have FPX trying to make an exit here, but Haichao, he is here, and they're going to just try to fight. LGD, they're actually getting picked apart a little bit. All FPX had to do was go forward, apparently. And Kare's still doing a lot of work here. You got to be very careful. Haichao can get one lockdown on him, though, and it will be the difference maker. Bertle is starting to stack up that Mega Gnar, and Kare might have stayed a little bit too long. He's going to...
They're looking a little bit more like roadkill than anything else right now.
Yeah, clean that up. So you got to send somebody. I don't know.
Be able to do so. But yeah, Bertle, 3-0 and 3, 3 items, has a huge amount of ability to kite down with Mininar now. But you just ran out of Mega, buddy. Bertle.
Caster Curse? Caster Curse? Somebody report it. Somebody get Nightmare right now. Somebody take him out.
He's a try and pull the trigger, but it's not very coordinated, and they can't make the engage stick. They do have gold. They do have a lot of gold in pocket, and they do have that vision control. But how much can they do right now before FPS get into River?
They're just going to see the soul. It does go over to LGD. See all those Ren stacks and Meteor right in front of it. There was no way they were wrestling control of that one. Haichao is looking for an angle here now, though. What is FPX? Is about 5,000 gold in the lead is LGD. They're going to force the hand of FPX once again. The last time they did this, it worked out well. Milky Way is trying to wrap around here. 4,000 health. If he can make it, it's the difference. But Haichao, he didn't stop him, but it doesn't matter. The Ren stacks are what makes the difference, and Milky Way hops right way out of there. LGD, they get the Baron. They might lose Haichao here, but the fight is instead FPX trying to take it down. Xiaoya's untouched though, and that's a problem. Xiaolahu is trying to save Milky Way over there. He's in the back of the pit. They ended up just taking Jin Zhao for Dokdam, and it's a 1-for-1 trade, but the Baron going over, and now Xiaolahu, he's in a 1v2.
Once again, gosh, it got close with Milky Way. Maybe being able to snipe someone out with a last-minute Q or something like that. But Dokdam gets a decent amount of damage at the start of it. But then just the hostile takeover absolutely obliterates them.
Just murdered them. He just turned his gun onto his teammates and just went to town. My God. Yeah. It's looking like the Last Supper. I'm very interested. You know, it's the same thing. No, in the end, though, I think Bertle is actually just caught here. So Meteor's gonna follow him up. He's like, I want to fight too. There's 4 members of FPX here. Haichao has arrived. Meteor gets engaged on by Milky Way, but now Xiaolahu is again way overextended. Gonna try to unstoppable his way out of there. The equalizer down, and Kasante does Kasante.
Which can bring FPX back into the game.
I like the way that we've gotten here. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
We're on an odyssey here, folks.
Definitely liking it here. Kare's in a very awkward place. Luckily, has the shifting sands. Oh, that's a big chains of corruption. Xiaoya's gonna have to flash. That's really big.
Oh, Milky Way!
Milky Way! He finds the carry. He finds the moment. And FPX are prepped and ready to go for the Elder Dragon.
Look to the skies, look to the stars. It's a whole galaxy coming down on Callista's head. FPX to come back into a game with a huge amount of range and pick potential. Milky Way spots out the angle and manages to get the kill onto the AD carry while the bailout is not on them. They're walking forward, the Elder getting shut down bonuses, the gold advantage, the on objective.
Yeah, what happens the rest of the game? The gold graph is going to be literally, it's going to be LPL gold graph to a T. I'm have the Elder for... I think it just actually fell off, but the Baron is going to renew that siege there for them. We see in the picture-in-picture of that fight initially, but Meteor is here. Meteor wants to get in the pit. FPX not going to do it. Meteor gets it! And just as the Milky Way is one with the sky, Meteor is as well. Xiaolahu tries to get him on the back end here. Pop Blossom onto 4 members from Haichao. We said he was the man. Well, he might as well be the myth and the legend. LGD slammed the door on FPX.
Oh, look at the stars. Look how they die for you, LGD. Meteor comes crashing out of the heavens with a Baron steal, which sets up LGD for teamfight success afterwards. It's been a hard-fought mid to late game. FPX, by all rights, should have felt like they were earned. They'd earned that comeback, but they didn't slam the door fully. LGD bust on in through the front door and bring it home.
What a way to do it. You had to make our hearts race for game number 1, didn't you? But that was our game 1 of this.
However,
Xiaolahu doesn't have vision.
Both of these junglers know where the other ones are. Xiaolahu knows that his jungler has been seen, and yet he's still walking towards the top side. No.
It's just a little Gnar. They were running parallel next to each other. Here comes Bertle. The flash going to come out. If Meganar comes clutch, that could save his life. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this one. He doesn't have the stacks, and first blood goes over, and it's none other than Meteor.
Or that we're curating things for our audience, which is, you know, I feel like it's a very important responsibility for ourselves. Dragon's going to go down to the side of LGD. You know, I think both of these teams are looking for just a clean first kill if they can. You can see that Meteor working behind mid lane. Milky Way's hit. The clean first kill is what we're looking for.
That's really big. He misses it. Milky Way can't hit the combo there, and he won't even hit the Heartbreaker. Mistakes abound for FPX, and Meteor is going to come away with a second kill. Connect, then you also miss the Heartbreaker. There's a lot of things that go a little bit wrong, and these are the things that LGD's comp can take advantage of. Speaking of, though, let's take some advantage of bot lane overextending. Jin Zhao's gonna pop that hostile takeover and doing some work. Xiaoya stepping forward. You love to see the flash forward, the killer instinct coming alive for LGD's bottom lane.
It's not the Kalista Renata, but the Varus does plenty of damage too, and the fighting doesn't stop in topside.
No way. I was about to say, no way. Xi'an who loses this fight in top side of the map after getting solo killed last time around, too. He's going to turn around the fight, though. Bertle's got to be very careful. He's got a lot of speed right now, too.
Oh, also correction as well, Xi'an didn't actually cleanse in that play, but it's like that one scene in the first Matrix film where it's just he's beginning to believe. He starts to learn all of these big tricks. Haichao, he doesn't see Milky Way here, though.
That's multiple times, though. Cease and desist comes through. Care's not going down that easily, though. Milky Way gets the reset. Bertle's here dashing away. That'd be a little big...
Especially with the full Trinity Force built up, that Nara is going to be a big problem. Dragon going over, going to make that Viego a little bit more tanky, going to make the rest of the team...
He definitely does. We get the Rift Herald locked in tow. Meteor's ready to go. Does get the charge off into the turret. Does get about half health. Nature's Grass coming back across. Going to hit two members here. Xi'an who's trying to get an angle. He's got the Meganard back into them. The hostile takeover is pretty big, but they go with the engage. Pop Blossom out of multiples, but is it going to be enough? FPX!
Oh!
They take the fight cleanly! Oh my goodness! They just wiped the floor with LGD!
Oh my god, LGD get absolutely demolished. Their play was way too telegraphed in mid lane. They throw the Herald down there and they hope for the best. It's a great Maokai ult to respond and corral LGD into an awful position for them. That's going to be a hell of a lot of gold. It's going to be time in side lanes uncontested from FPX. Xi'an walking up, using the demolish, the knockdown. And life is, you know, just about equal to what Shaya and Jinja have managed to put out themselves. They're very happy with how that's gone through, and that's going to be a big problem when this Maokai is so tanky and hard to take down. His ults and his frontline capability is very strong.
Oh, Xi'an he's got the angle here onto Bertle. Bertle's going to get the redemption from his team, and there he is! Pop Blossom from Haichao! LGD!
Walk down and use their own grub buffs to take down an objective bounty in the bot lane. Going to take that one down. There is a chance of a Baron finish here. I mean, it depends how quickly they can walk up.
Milky Way is on his way. They're going to be very low health bars here. Hostile takeover comes through. The double CC lands. The Baron is going down, goes through. As now they got to be real careful, though, because FPX want to fight. They go into Jin Zhao. He's going to get bailed out, but they can't get Doc Dom. And here come the resets for Milky Way. They find one on the other, but he gets bailed out as well. Xi'an, who's still alive, and Milky Way is starting to kick him off. As now Bertle, he goes all out to try to save his life, but Doc Dom and Milky Way follow him, put him in the grave, and deliver his casket as LGD are falling apart.
So, I mean, the Baron start, I think, is the right idea. They just can't find a safe retreat route. They use the timing of the Dragon going down, say, well, it's not Soul. Maybe we can get away with this and stabilize. This is not a stabilization. This is the stabilizers falling off, and LGD spiraling into the sun. They've lost pretty much everyone. They have one Baron buff left. It's Meteor, who's looking to try and defend at least the inhibitor. Can't even do that.
Imagination, you know, that's what they say. We'll save it for the imagination. LGD... They don't have a lot of saving graces here, but they might have one in catching out Xi'an. Xi'an uses the scan, sees two people there. I'm sure he jumped up in his chair a little bit right there as they're going to try to get the lockdown. Cease and desist does connect as a heat-seeking missile. Dawning Shadow comes there. Pop Blossom to boot. All the ultis utilized. And Xi'an is dead.
This is going to be like the split push champion. You know what, in this case, is actually fine, because the rest of the team is just destroying the base. They take an inhib. Going to take down the inhib turret from bot side as well, likely on the next wave. I think without the ultimates available from LGD, they can't defend this one, but FPX, they lose Xi'an, a salute as he goes to the gray screen.
Actually going to take two inhibs off of this.
LGD, the sat down, looking down the barrel of two inhibs being down, Soul being up on the next dragon, and not really having that many opportunities to play. Stop dying in side lanes! Why is this happening? Yeah. Playing where the Nara is so hard to use and to abuse with the Cassandra and the rest of the team, because the Nara just plays it better. That's not been the case. Bertle might at least die. I don't even... Well, life's going, yes. Finally, we're going to have a return kill.
All right. He goes unstoppable. He's going to push him back. He's going to get locked down, and he's going to be taken out.
Here comes Haichao.
Oh my god, Haichao gets the big ulti. I don't know if it's enough, though. They fire right back onto him, and he is gone off the face. And now Xi'an, who had found Bertle and is now about to be Meganar with a wall right there ready to go. He's going to send one into it, but he can't get it, and he goes down anyways.
He's just died, teleported back, and been ingloriously written. Now just gets shunted back into the warehouse where it's delivered from.
Well, they did get the soul here. It was so bad because it wasn't even on screen, and I was like, wait, there's two deaths there. Well, anyway, we're going to get more of that Jin Zhao's gonna go down. Here comes Haichao. He only gets one. Look at Meteor. They found the engage. Haichao's going over. Cease and desist is there. Xiaolahu with the over-the-top damage takes down Xiaoyu, and easily like that, FPX clean it up. Milky Way is in Reset City, and he is loving life. He is throwing up the bucks, and that's all she wrote. LGD are done.
Mission accomplished, and game 3 in our first series of the day. FunPlus Phoenix taking LGD to the full distance of this series after what was a pretty dominant game, all things said and done. They had a couple of worries, a couple of blips around some side lane Gnar, but they end up finishing through the 5v5s.
No one's able to play Gnar anymore. That is what
why, again, you're really waiting for the Maokai ult to be the first aggressive tool.
I think actually LGD have an angle here to get in and fight for it.
Well,
that will be the 4th one taken by FPX, so they'll at least get 4 on the map. See if they want to continue fighting for this one. Milky Way is here. TP is in. They want to try to at least secure one more. And I's going to go for the fight, though. Dawning Shadow comes and saves him, but it's not for long. Meteor's going to join the jungle in the ban, and that is FPX. A double kill to Mr. Xiaolahu. And there's 6 being locked in there from Xiaolahu. FPX have kept pressure up on bottom side, so they'll be able to take this dragon, even it up. But Xiaolahu, he is definitely in no man's land here. He's going to pop the World Ender, has the charge used onto him here. Buster shot back. I think Haichao just gave him a way out there. He's committed to the bit here. He's a little angry that he missed that one. Xiaolahu is actually making it out of there, but Care might pay the price for it. Lilting Lullaby gets popped, and things are starting to fall apart again for LGD here. Right now in position for FPX, but if they can get there and get some down, this may be the difference maker.
And we are at the fog of war. This is very dangerous. It's very hard to close distance onto the center and the Maokai. You're looking for a miracle swell seed. Something like that, or something like this.
With the flash play, the hostile takeover is not going to do anything right there. Nice little shuffle, Dawning Shadow onto 4 members, and here comes Big Papa Xiaolahu. He's going to get Buster shotted back, but they've already claimed the kill. That needed to happen. It was Meteor is already gone.
And suddenly, with the vision control falling away from LGD, they cannot walk into River safely, and things fall apart. FPX, they're going to walk away with the Dragon. They're going to walk away with Golden Pocket. LGD, they're going to have to lick their wounds and try again a little bit later, but now they have to do it from behind the pace of the game. This isn't really where their composition wants to be. They need so many more items to... They can really struggle to hold up their vision line.
They're going to be able to take those in this outer tower too, so that'll get used, but that must mean that FPX are going to try to collapse over on top side of the map. Haichao and Meteor in some trouble. TP's coming down. Milky Way's over the wall here. TP in return, that's going to be Bertle joining the fight, but he's in the middle of 5. Dawning Shadow comes across. The all-out's going to be used. Here comes Care, and he's found Meteor, as now life is still alive, still kicking. Hostile takeover comes across. Friends are fighting friends, but it doesn't matter because FPX are so damn far ahead. LGD are burned from within, and FPX, they're going to leave Haichao just a little bit of gold, but it doesn't matter because it's to pay for his funeral.
Oh, and Caretaker.
Complete Siege is there, all 6 grubbies, spawning all the mites. At least going to help FPX continue to barrel this down here.
I think LGD at this point, they're spamming in like all of like the different keys you can get, trying to bring in the 120 HE millimeter barrage, but they're just dying. The Helldivers, they're not winning this one.
I think they're out of it. I don't think they have any more reinforcements. The number has hit 0, and I don't know if they can get out of this one. We might have to come back with a mournful victory here. It's going to be a mournful victory. FPX, though, they are putting the finishing touches. Look at all the might streaming forth, and it's Bertle trying to finish something off as the last Nexus Tower going to fall. One more thing left to do is to get a couple more kills to finish off this comeback victory. They fell holistically to LGD in game number 1, but they had them in the first half. They take them 2 games in a row, clean up a best of 3, go 2-1, and further.
In terms of the path you go into lane, how you fight around dragons and barons, because the map is very different around there too. That stuff which has been muscle man to get a couple of stacks for free. And now suddenly with them on the top side of the map, Wisecam, how quick is he going to pull his ult?
How immune is Gwen? Needlework not even going to be popped until the very end, and First Blood goes straight to Hung.
Very early on, very mobile teams. And what that means is that some of these lanes are getting caught out a little bit out of position. Wisecam, he has ult again, escapes the knockback though.
Does get out. Okay, not going to get out of the Cataclysm, though. Doesn't have any way of dashing over the wall. Just going to try to fight for it, but he will be going down slowly but surely, as he cannot snip his way out of this one. The fate is sealed there, and Stay gets the kill in the end.
Partner of the Senna, regardless of whether that is a Tom Kench or whoever, this Varus with a lot of gold is going to be very powerful. Wayward's now caught. Dude, do you see
Wayward's in a lot of trouble right now. He literally just got put into a bounce house, and it's not a fun one. It is one full of spikes. Gonna get the Hung is on the way, but it's gonna be pretty late to the party here. He wants to go over and go for it, because why not? It is gonna be Leon securing that one anyways. Cataclysm comes through, Leon flashing over. Wink is in a lot of trouble now by himself. Flashing out of the shockwave though at IG, they'll burn completely. You see the fight going on.
I'm sorry, I was like, wow, it's a big moment. He spotted them going down.
He's just
and then misses
winning.
the flag. And first item completed. They could look for a fight at this item break.
Han is in a very rough place. He's gonna stop the Abyssal Dive. Here comes the savior from Wink. He's actually chunking him as Hung is gonna get flashed out of by On. Now he's on the wrong side of the fight. Big shockwave from Fofo though. That is huge, and Wayward's gonna take that first kill of the fight here. Wink is in a lot of trouble though, and now two. Mantra Q ain't gonna save you. YSK's trying to take on the world over here, and he's snipping through the fish like butter. Is now Stay and Hung. They're going to easily clean this one up. They might need to call Wayward for a little backup here. But they do end up taking him down. Stay gets the kill too.
That was themselves the Herald, which we said would be a great way for them to use the 6 grubs. Wayward is already using those 6 grubs to take down the second turret at that point.
He wanted to take the blast cone, but it was so dicey, he just didn't know if he could do it. Now Dragon goes over to mid lane.
It is, and you've got the lethality and the Xi'an procs effectively of Stay to Dragons is completely fine. There's no point fighting for this now. The problem comes when Baron starts getting on the table, but if you have a team fight, it's about that kick and not much else, let's be honest. Something like Arn as well. The Rage Blade is a difficult second item to use. It's not quite the same power structure something like a Terminus, but he's doing damage right now.
Helps when you cut the fish in half there. It does get a little bit low. The chain connects. He's not going down. Lien secures it though. Hung locked down here, trying to get out. Does flash. He is surviving. He's getting chased down by Wisecam. Wayward's tanking up the front line and Stay. He's starting to do some work, but Wisecam, his scissors have come online. He literally just
To be, and IG turns straight onto Baron.
Wayward's pretty tanky here. Fofo not having the shockwave is a big difference maker, but Crying tanking up a ton of damage, has to flash out of that command attack. Fofo, he's found it. No, he can't get it. Leon's gonna save it with the safeguard. And now IG with the TP from Iwan here, a heap of hurt. Cam's gonna give his life on. Looks like he's gonna sacrifice himself too. They don't get a kill back and they get punished.
They just stick around a little too. Give a Baron for free. They must keep fighting.
See, the Mantra's doing a little bit of work, but Stay has so much here, at least so much sustain, at least.
Shockwave.
Oh my god! Oh, IG, you overextended your hand, and WE punished you. I thought they wanted the Baron, but they wanted your life.
This position at that point, take the L. You can see that the Shockwave doesn't get value. It doesn't actually hit onto Arn's Varus. It goes on cooldown, and now we got another fight.
Wayward, he doesn't. He's not going to make it out of there. I thought maybe there was an angle to do Cassante things. It does get traded right back, though, as On is...
2 lethality items, of course. Your Q healing scales on that, too. So that's going to be a big issue for IG. Wayward is alone. Just use the E. He might have to all out through a wall.
He's going to need to try to find a way out here, at least. And looks like Crying is the one that he chose. Dawning Shadow comes across. Depth charge still going to connect here. Do they have the damage? He is a Titan, but Titans bleed nonetheless, and Loyan gets the kill.
Okay, it takes 3 people to get through the Senna ult-assisted Cassante, but it works all the same. Problem is, you've committed so many people towards the top side. The 6 grub push is going to destroy the outer defenses of the base, inhibit the turret down.
We're looked to go towards the Dragon, now looking to make a play onto IG, thinking they're safe here. There's the Cataclysm, there's the combo. Shockwave was utilized, but Wisecam's pretty invincible right now. He does get devoured. Crying's coming around the side, though, and Wisecam's getting CC'd all get out, and Hung gets that one.
and get an angle towards that dragon. Not going to be allowed so easily. So Team WE going to deny the soul a second time in a row. Walk themselves into an even more dominant position if they get themselves another Baron 2, in part due to stay roaming up on the center to shut down the Gwen. That has been really important because we know how Westgate does from a goal advantage. And he's really been struggling to impact the game beyond this point.
Oh my god, IG. They're coming out of the walls! What are you gonna do? As Wink just gets taken out. TP's gonna come in now as well. Waiting on it is the shockwave there. There's the Dawning Shadow across. Popo's still alive.
Oh,
the shockwave gonna miss. Lian's coming through. Here's the snip. Oh my god! On's not able to do any damage though. You gotta be real careful here. Forward WE, they are running away, but it doesn't matter because Lian has come away with a triple. He's looking for that Penta. Welcome him back with open arms, they say, for the LPL. Hung is not going to get hit by that Sonic Wave. Is going to be slowed down by the rest of IG. They're going to give it to Lian.
If he dies,
it's going to be Baron. A Quadra as they go straight to the Baron.
I mean, that's the unofficial Quadra, and it collapsed on far too heavily. And with the Baron gone, IG can start to really flank vision, maybe stop someone getting towards the side lane. Failing to do so. IG are clawing their way back into this.
So he gets a little bit more tankiness there with the versatility that item brings. But this is the problem. They can just Chains of Corruption does go wide though. Not a super long cooldown, but it matters when the dragon's coming up.
Currently no.
Oh,
That's
no!
a great hook.
That's huge. Hung gets caught as well. He tries to go back in for the re-engage. Now he's getting kicked. He's getting bounced. He's getting Cataclysm now. Wayward is in the front, but it doesn't matter because they've already taken out the engage. Nice shockwave onto 4 members from Popo, but it's IG who are still kicking strong. And without the jungler, that means the dragon.
He doesn't get the same luxury of walking back to his base and recalling quick enough, and that will be which can reposition and turn this fight.
They don't have the angle they wanted to go for. They still bringing Hung around on. He's a little bit caught here. He doesn't have a Devour on his side, but he does have that flash. He gets out, goes pop. Wise Cam. He's got a beautiful needlework set up here as well. Lian's going for it. He wants it. He tries to go. Look at the needlework. My God! You should know me is the difference. He is the man, and he is IG in this game. Game 1 has turned on its head, and IG will take it all day long. A triple kill for the man.
Summon a Varus with a GA, and they can't get it done. IG with the Ocean Soul, with Barons back to back.
And it just chunked them so badly, and really good entrance there, but honestly surprised with this build. On is ridiculously tanky. Like, he's not, yes, he's still an ADC, but now we gotta see if he can survive again. Episode 2, it might actually be WE striking back here. Iwandi's going to go down here potentially. At least he's still pretty safe. As now they have actually found YSKM, but he's found the backline too, and the sustain is starting to come alive. The Crypt Bloom pops, and here comes YSKM for some more kills. He's not going to get that triple, but Lian's going to secure it, and Popo, he's going to get locked down too. There's the triple kill, another thumbs up, and it's IG all day.
And IG have not let up after winning that fracas down there with the items, with the Dragon Soul as well. Team WE, they are at death's door.
Might have been wondering, why was this man teamless pumping out the damage? He's had the monster carry performances so far.
Wayward tried for a Hail Mary, teleport flank to try and fight for this Elder. He is still on the flank, but he's too far away to make a difference.
Iwandi's gonna try to get out of this one. Has that Abyssal Dive, gets canceled by that CC. The anchor will hold you down while YSKM snips you in half.
It was actually probably the best angle they had. Hung has the flash, has his flag track. He'll get away for just now. There's a kick not available for Lian. He might still be chased though.
Got the slow from YSKM on the needlework. Well, IG, they have completely manhandled WE in this late game, and they will completely manhandle the rest of this game, number 1. Stay makes it out alive, but just barely, and IG are barreling down the base of WE.
IG coming out strong after beating BLG. It was a difficult early game, but not too difficult for this team, which plays with so much flair, so much style, so much presence.
They've definitely made their presence felt in this game 1 here. They will have a hard time ending the game as Stay and Wayward are there, but the Nexus focus is alive. The IG emotes come up, and IG with a
you kind of expected was a little bit more than that. Problem is now, this is what we were talking about. You're going to get dove under the turret. You have the bailout if you really comes from bad to worse. This is difficult.
This is so difficult. You're just literally waiting for your death to come through. The shot!
Ooh, 35 HP.
He had nothing left. Test on did spot them out. They'll have the movement from Crying too, but the dragon goes over to WE, and a magical journey will get them out.
I like the fight. I want the vision. The bot side of yeah, but the vision control has basically been traded because IG realized, okay, if I go and put down a ward, I can have a Corki in my back pocket. In top side, WE realized there's not going to be any threat there. YSKM now trying to wave clear before this wave hits the turret. He doesn't have anyone on his side of the turret.
Will make it out of that one. The Tempered Fate going a little bit wide, getting the turret though. He cannot move, and Fofo picks up the kill. That CC chain's huge.
Yeah, you have handling. This means that you're probably going to get Supercharged Callista heading beyond their first item, getting towards that second item too, which is going to be a worry. What he did last game. Let's not give him too much gold to play with. Lots of map movements in this series. It feels like in the mid game, having the mid lane kind of roaming up to follow that play. See that Crying just about saving this turret, but a good flash in.
Ooh, really good flash from Hung, and no saving grace. Hung able to navigate that combo easily and stays the one that gets the gold.
Yeah, you know what? If there is a game to review from today's game so far, this has been really interesting to watch.
Yeah,
how everyone's moved across the map. How you're working around this patchy vision. You can see Xi'an trying to catch people out. The vision control is not less. Varus, which stays piloting, can now use a third teleport on his team to make sure that WE can have a lot of map pressure. Now they have 6 grubs with 3 teleports. I mean, you do the maths, that's really nasty for IG to try and keep all of that in tow. They'd love to be able to force just an even straight-up fight around a Callista, which seems to be pretty strong right now. But WE, they're not giving it to him for free.
Dragon's coming up soon as well. IG, they're going for it. Wink finds it. Fates calls in now. There's the Tempered Fate, but Fofo has made it out with the magical journey. Here comes YSKM. Wink just gets clapped on by Hung. Here's On fighting Stay. The Ren's not going to be enough. The ADCs trade each other's life. That means a lot of the damage in the fight's gone, but YSKM still feeling really hefty here on the Udyr, and Luca's coming from afar. It's going to be a long bomb from Wayward, but he's not even going to come here because it doesn't matter. YSKM is not able to run away. That is a caged deer, and that is second dragon as well for WE.
And look who's now, their time like spikes, the same kind of power spikes. Crying doesn't have the package. He's trying to stop this dragon going down, doesn't manage to. They try and flash in. The magical journey is really good though. And when you see like the cholesterol coming over, it's annoying at that point from the side of IG, and this is a big fight mid lane again.
Hung is just caught with the hostile takeover. It's actually going to be huge. Into the fight though, it didn't matter. Look at that shielding coming through. This is a make or break, it feels like, in terms of IG's momentum in the series. YSKM trying to get an angle over here, getting spotted by Fofo. The package available, Dragon coming up shortly. Land goes in. He's going to get Chains of Corruption. Wayward, it's a trouble package over top, too. YSKM's got an angle here. Wayward's getting chunked now, and IG have a good fight. Hung's going to try to deny a lot of the damage. They get out with the magical journey, but they've left Hung, who flashes into it itself. They've repositioned. They might have to fight back here. Big Karma, Mantra Q, and the Crescent Guard is huge. Look at Crying, though. Crying full health, able to go on the back here. Fofo gets another one. A nice little triple knockback there by Wayward, and a keeper's verdict. WE turn it around in a matter of an instant. On can't kite away, and a triple kill for Stay.
But the key moment in that fight is a miraculous magical journey to stop IG from catching them. What an arrow layered over the top of the CC at that point. Shuffling out Crying as well on that Corki.
Oh, we got to go back.
Whoa, okay.
WE, they go with the in-game Chains of Corruption with that knockback. Hung is in there, but it doesn't matter. IG are picked apart, and fate comes all the same. We're looking at going a 3 here, Nymera, and they're right on.
One of those 9-game days, which we've had a couple of here in the LPL so far. WE, they have slow Baron speed take, but it just doesn't for this, but it will have to be a better showing than this one. I'm personally quite disappointed.
What's the downtime?
Well, until he next picks it again, and I feel like I have, the spiritual resilience to deal with it. This ain't helping, though.
This ain't. The keeper's verdict comes out to deny the fight, though, but they're not going to actually find anything there. They will keep the pressure up. Stay's playing pretty confidently. You have 3 items helping this push out. Wayward's going to take another one, and this 6 grub push is in effect.
Outranged, outgunned. IG don't even have that many plays to make in regards to flag teleports. They've had it so many wards cleared out from behind where WE are now standing. They're looking for one last gasp.
Nice little push in by Wayward. That's a big hostile takeover. YSKM's not tanky enough. He's going to get bailed out, but Wayward is looking to end the lives of IG single-handedly. They do end up picking off 2 there. YSKM and Wink are gone. And now Wayward can have his play of it. Oh my goodness, the fadeaway kill too. And Wayward's flexing on him. What a scoreline for the top lane at 2-0-7. And they're looking at a tied up series here in our second best of 3 of the night. WE will take IG to 10.
It took IG to late game in game 1. They will have felt pretty hard done by game 1, and how IG fought back, but they absolutely stomped. Eddie LeBlanc hits towers for free at all stages of the game, pretty much. Now we see run towards his mid lane. Chain
the
lands.
chain connects, and it still goes through the flash. That means Fofo's biting that one, and that is first blood to none other.
The full vision of who's coming into your lane. They are going to walk down towards this dragon. As you said, the kind of sides of the map have been split just a little bit. One of the big...
See, actually moving up here to steal away is IG. They're going to have bit of presence from WE in the area. Cryan is on the back end of this play. Hung goes in, sees who's over there, immediately goes back out of that one. Wayward's on his way with the Ghost. I think they have an entrance here. Iwandi wants that exit. He has the entrance, though. The triple CC from On, though. And it does mean the Spiraling Despair splits rather the rest of IG. And I think Riftmaker completed for YSKM. So first item on the map there. See if that side lane presence does come to bear for IG. Try to actually have a collapse angle on IG.
He has no Ghost now.
WE. Yeah, but Stage just gets knocked back. He's in some trouble here. He's going to try to fight back on. He does have a lot of damage back, but it doesn't matter. On gets that kill.
So, Wink blew the Ghost earlier from Stay. He's getting first turret in so many plate series that it's power. It is moving Stay closer to the power spike where they can walk forward. Isolated turret damage potentially. See how much wave play YSKM can do.
Static Shiv Nation is back. Ooh, needlework
No
on
gold
Stay.
card.
Oh my goodness. Oof. That's a flash and a ghost burn. Get a ton of the CC layer to him, but that does push them out. Hung's got a flank, but it's the dragon. That's the first focus here. Oh no, Iwandi. I think you learned the lesson the first time. Dawning Shadow flashed out of.
That's a
Hung's
lot
got
of
a flank. Look at
Hung's
Hung.
still off of vision. I don't think they know that Elise is behind them.
Big kick onto On, but I don't think it matters. Tempered Fate came through. Hung is just dead because he got Bramble smashed under turret. Wayward is in there like swimwear. Now YSKM going to get all outed. The Magical Journey is going to get Iwandi out. On is down. Fofo hits a big Spiraling Despair, and all of a sudden we have a trade in favor of WE.
And now Stake and gets good value off. You don't have the center ult to reset this fight at this point. You don't have so many other ways, and now we have that Destiny coming back.
IG Cryan is almost out of the fight there. It pushes them out of the Dragon Pit, and WE now moving forward. They got the distance from Fofo as well. I think the collateral damage just trying to even up the health bars here. But it does mean that Hung has been left to his own devices. Wayward as well. They take the outer tower. They're going to take the Dragon, and IG are just trying to get scraps now.
Oh, steady as she goes. Fofo, big burst again. This way is a big
run!
threat. On, what are you doing?
I don't even know what to say. Tempered Fate comes through. They're going to get the snipe. Not going to be enough to get the execution there, but it's Hung still doing the dragon. Everyone else is just now catching up to the bribery that is TF. And
Yes,
I think, you know, the fact that Cyclo Sword got completed for Cryan, pretty big. The CC connects. Fofo going to lay out the carpet there. Dawning Shadow across it. Stay is just obliterated.
Greeted too much for the combo into On. Fofo is CC'd up and couldn't get the extra damage down. On flashes out, and suddenly IG are the ones walking away with the kill. What can they get off of this, though? I don't think they can. Once again, IG, warning signals everywhere. Gotta perk their ears up and make sure that they don't have easy access across the map.
Oh, that needlework starting to do work now, though. They still have the Spiraling Despair, and there it is. Hung picks out YSKM. That's a big one.
That was a teleport for Wayward, too.
IG's trying to position around this one. Fofo's not there just yet. It's starting to stall a little bit. Fofo taking a 1v1 there. He's got to be a little bit careful. Wayward's now just going to start walking at people and being like a little bit of a tank here. He's going to get that knockback as well. They're all out straight onto Land because he knows the target he needs to go for. The snipe comes down, but they can't get him just yet. Lian making it out alive. The flash gold card from Stay makes the difference.
Oh.
And he might have messed up earlier, but he comes in clutch when it matters. And IG are running.
It's a bit messy, but WE close out the 5v4. YSKM not there on the Gwen to make the difference. Xi'an is just around the corner, but there's nothing he can do. As long as there's a gold card held in pocket from Stay, there is no way they can play around this.
Gwen is immune. He's got a lot of damage from that needlework. He's forcing all WE out of there. He just single-handedly got them out of the Baron pit. The kick comes through. Hog is gone. The Baron's in a free-for-all right now, and Wink's going through, but he's singled out completely by WE. Xi'an can just watch as his team goes down, but it has forced WE.
Things get a bit messy though. Watch how Stay and Hung are playing this fight though. They are on the Baron for a long time, trying to keep it leashed, and it feels like from an angle, from the flangle evil. See what we can do with that one. WE, they have that gold card through.
There's a glitch in the Matrix. Oh, they actually found on. Oh my God. What, Will, we just caught up to the most important part of the entire game.
Here comes YSKM. He's a little way away. How much can he do on the Gwen?
Can't stop, won't stop. Wink is on the end of this fight, though. Lian can't really get in the pit. Now Wink is going to get spiraling despaired. He's going to get engaged onto by the rest of WE. Actually, Wayward's doing some work over here to Lian, too, and it's just gone. WE wiped the floor with them. They're back to the Baron, and how many times are we going to
be all out to bring him closer to multiple targets? Great fight from the Xante. And you can't say the same about the Gwen. This Gwen, which wasn't put behind in this game, has not managed to find the late-game teamfight impact. Now he's being approached on a side lane. There is a Destiny, remember, from TF. This is what they can do in terms of macro.
There is the Destiny pop, and you can't be immune if I'm standing right on top of you. WE pick him out. On's going to flash out of Tempered Fate. How many deja vus have we had of that one?
This final game to 5-2, and they would be completely deserving of it. This game's actually been really well played by them.
That's why when coming into this one, it was like, maybe this win is finally what gets WE back in the conversation, because we've had so many doubts about WE. Yes, they're at 4-2, but what has that schedule had strength-wise was the conversation we wanted to have. And right now, if they prove this against IG, they are a cut above the rest, and they'll join that upper echelon in the LPL Spring split here. Wayward going to take another tower in mid lane. The siege continues, Nightmare.
And this is a team which let go. They didn't, they changed out a load of their members. They let go of Hope and of Shanks in the mid lane, but they've come back incredibly strong with a lot of heart to the way that they're playing. They're looking to close out this game. There's a Barda onto the turret. I don't think they can dive with it, but they're continuing to just grind IG out the way they've done in their victories this series.
And not only that, being able to play the meta here, Stay picking up the TF first time in the LPL, as you were talking about before, and also just coming back into a WE roster that really needed some stability at that role. Is finding some of that. Xi'an trying to go in, but gets engaged up by Hogue, and he's just gone! Eviscerated from his team, and the rest of WE are making sure the nightmare has come for IG. The circle continues, the spiraling despair on top of that, and Wayward's gonna all out Lian again. The final touches are here. The horizon speaks for WE, and they're taking down the final Nexus turret. Wayward single-handedly making sure that this one happens. And WE upset the masses. They prove they're the real deal, and they take down Invictus Gaming.
Invictus Gaming might be Invictus Giant Slayers, but they are not immune to the rest of loads of different gold advantages. Neither team has fantastic engage this game. Both teams have very good champions at punishing people who are out of position. If you step out of position, you walk into a Shockwave, or you walk into a Santa W.
Actually gets the combo off there, but he can't get the CC chain. Now Xi'an is going for an answer on a Zika in the top side. He still has Flash. The Soul Unbound. He's going to get the distance, but Xi'an closes that distance and closes the kill. First blood to TES.
So Yone for 369 now going to find himself in an easier position. You don't even see a successful grub start from the side of LNG. There's going to be one secured by a smite, but Xi'an.
Wei got that grub. It does shield them, but it doesn't matter. Spiraling Despair. Level 6 has been achieved. An explosion goes off. Cream gets the second kill for top.
You can see the intent from LNG. They ripped down the grubs early, but Top Esports, they're in river early enough, and that missed combo now onto Mako may be very, very important.
Really good hit combo onto Cream. The heal comes through just to get the distance, and Gala picks up the kill.
Good pickup back on the other way. Scout on the Orianna. Looking to try and take that. We finally see the Dragon going down. As anytime you play around a Callista in early game, you're winning around the Callista. Now, the fact that top Esports played away from the Callista, then won't move. Callista's getting bits done. You play around the Callista and she wins. It's harder to always enable that.
Whoa,
anyway.
Big angle there with the hostile takeover. Gala's left out to dry, and Jackie Love is the one that picks it up.
Far in this early game now, top Esports going to maybe potentially even take down the top edge.
Had the handshake and everything. The Ren's not going to be enough. That's a tanky cat.
Because one of the things that LNG have been best at, actually, is he has flash. He's going to be forced to blow it.
He's got the handshake there. There's a lot of spears now, and it's just enough. Jackie Love!
I guess it's not just X that marks the spot, it's Q as well. The Pierce lands true, 2-0. Jackie Love on the Callista has been snowballing out of control now. You cannot let this Callista dictate the pace of this game. No reaction.
Stone face.
Just the Iceman. Jackie Love and Gala, also we talked about them. A little bit of Jackie Love stats actually throwing into this one. These players have played a massive amount of story. The career games for Gala, 600.
Getting started by Xi'an as he's going to pull the Dragon out.
Top Esports have very much won out in this phase of the game. You get the Dragon, you've got a box here, to turret. Even though Scout looks to try and get a catch onto Jackie Love, the heal movement speed gets him out of range. So Scout trying to make that big play. But again, you don't have the Nocturne to be the ball delivery. You don't have a Maokai. Much harder to make these plays work. And now without that shockwave, much harder to defend your turrets too. Scout went up towards top lane just to get the constellation wave pushed in there and get some more golden pocket. But top Esports are running this map right.
369's got the World Ender popped here. He will get double TPs away from LNG as they will collapse on him. He can't get the damage, the absorb, and it's just enough, at least for LNG to pull.
Up from Zucker. He's backing off of the wave, recalling. They see them in river now. How quickly are they going to teleport in? What an angle are they going to get? That's a lot of Ren stacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's just gone. And it's secured by Xi'an. In the end, TP's coming down, but that's way too late. Now Zika's going to have to flash out immediately.
Had to flash out because the route from Quay was right on top of it.
Scout? He goes in. Oh my goodness. He got the over-the-top damage from Zika, but Top Esports will get out with the Fate's call on the Mako.
LNG just not quick enough to respond to the Baron. This was always the threat. As soon as you end up blowing those globals, things go from bad to worse, and that's going to be a catfish in hot water. Who gets out?
Another TP. Oh my god, he's just mind gaming them.
Oh!
What the hell? Oh my god! LNG just got duped in a half. Cream just broke every single one of their ankles, and the rest of the team came and chopped their heads off. Tien finishing off Gala. He's going to flash with the blast cone over, and he will get out, but my god, what a play from Cream.
Well, I mean, to borrow a phrase from old Zyrene, Top Esports just creamed all over them. He just teleports in, has to flash out, but the full combo lands, and Hui's damage is through the roof.
Engaged there, but these dragons started up by Top Esports, and it's burning real fast because Jackie Love's just standing there like a turret. 369 over the edge here.
LNG, they don't have the flank angle. There's no flangle, Marcel. What are they going to do? But
there's a shockwave angle, and you've got Zika there, but they can't do it. They just don't have the damage. Weiwei's getting knocked back, and 369's looking for blood. Jackie Love's hop skipping away, and he's looking like Alice in Wonderland right now. Jackie Love comes up clutch. All of Top Esports throw their weight down into the face of LNG.
Oh, for a second you thought LNG could smile, but if we're talking about Alice in Wonderland, it's a bit more like a Cheshire Cat's grin. That one was not too pretty. Even with the wombo combo, it doesn't catch enough people. And Top Esports control this game from beginning to Nexus Fall. They will go 1-0 in the series.
A huge step forward for Top Esports and question mark ping.
Successful, but side lane now has plagued us today, hasn't it, Marcel? We'll see if Zucker can make up for the mistakes of game one.
I'm really ready for it. I'm so ready for it. But I do think there's some key differences here. I think
probably going to get a slightly better back. We'll see exactly what that amounts to, though.
We're not getting the full-on jungle trade here. Weiwei will be losing the Telegrubbies to Tien, though.
lost the broadcasting rights to the Telegrubbies. Is that what happens? HP. He can't really stand here. Xi'an with level 6. Yeah, he's going to be completely zoned off.
Oh, Cream, we're looking at this for a reason, and he might have just found it. One more auto. He gets feared. He gets pushed back. Cream wants to make it. He can't do it. The sapling denies him. Meanwhile, 369 and Xi'an have found a prey up top side, and they make the bark pay. As Weiwei goes down, Zika's starting to at least stack up some Meganar. I think Scout's got an angle here with some long distance. Zika, he does not have the Meganar ulti at least, and Cream is on his way. Now it's a 3v2. This could be dicey. Nice little distance damage though. Zika stepping forward. He is not in vision. 369 getting low. He's dashing out. Now Zika goes for it. The wallop connects, but it's not gonna matter. A nice snipe from Scout will get the trade back, but Cream getting the kill is an absolute upset.
Out of existence. Scout takes the long way around, maybe thinks that there was going to be a full dive, so he was trying to get closer towards the actual turret itself. Sadly, that means that Scout is out of range for the grand majority of this fight.
Goodness.
Sadly, he's only able to get just today. Maybe I would, but we're 8 games into this mess, Mazel. We'll see whether
we still got a whole other one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, LNG are definitely going to come back in this game. They're definitely going to bring us back to 9 games, get the full mileage out of us. It might start from something around a dragon, but of course it won't. They've just given up all the vision control in the bot side river, and they've by a flank. Then that's a flankton.
Okay, I can see. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Thanks. I put a lot of time
I don't know
into
where
this.
I'm putting it, but I'm picking it up.
Yeah, me neither. Well, we'll see what happens to Cream. He's going to ult someone. He's going to kill someone.
Ooh, he actually did get the blue buff, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god! Hug is not going to survive, even though it looked real cool. Cream is now in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't have his team there, even though the tidal wave comes across. And it goes to Gala, of all people, so that's pretty big.
That's pretty nice. I mean,
at least trying to be proactive, as they're moving over to the top side of the map with the Rift Herald. We just got the stat again. That Top Esports have 100% win condition when they get first turret, and that is going to remain true potentially. Oh, nice little knockback. I think Zika might actually be out of this one. Nope, the immediate safeguard. ATN, big.
Didn't even need to blow their flashes. So LNG, they're starting up on Herald, but Zika, I feel a little bit bad for him. That one was a massive ganging up on. That one kind of sucks. He's also down against 369 as well in the Na versus Xante matchup. You see that Jack 11 and Mako, they've reached their power spike on the Lucian Nami at this point. Cream's getting side lane turrets. LNG are quite comprehensively losing at this point. They've lost out on most of the objectives. It sticks with me. That's a notable one. And sadly, LNG, they're on the tracks. Got to find a way to roll off with them right now. This is actually the League of Legends problem, the trolley problem. There is actually just one track though, and sadly LNG are tracked to it. They're going into the mid lane. They're caught way overextended though.
LNG are watching Weiwei take that. They're like, oh god, what are we gonna do? He gets kicked out as well. There's the TP coming in. Gala takes a chunk, but the all out onto Weiwei is gonna cut him into planks. And that is TES coming away with it again.
You see is just the end of this. Wait. He knew he was largely dying as soon as people turn up, and Cream has killed. So I'm so laning ability. I think Cream was fine in mid lane. Maybe that one's the one where you think, okay, actually it's not necessarily about the laning phase. 369 winning there. We've got a death in a side lane. This is just playing with them for sport.
Have a little bit of fun with his food as he goes for it. Some smiles going to 369 too. Jackie Love playing oh so aggressive on this Lucian.
Wait, do you remember the Curse versus Complexity game? Do you remember it? Well, this is faster paced than that.
It is, yeah, well, I'd say a little bit. Nice little catch out here with the bubble on the Zika. Tien, he wants it on the hug. He's going to burn the flash, and there he goes! Oh, man! That's a beautiful all-out from 369, and everything's starting to come to an end for LNG. Cream's got the angle there, the triple knockback from 369, but it's LNG.
Eat something like a bubble or anything like that.
Oh, they have to walk up. They're like, we know that you want the bear and you want to fight for it. Come to your end. As Top Esports pull the play, and Zika, he's got a little bit left to fight for, but not much. The bouncing from Mako ends up getting the kill, and insult goes to injury.
Matchup, you do that, but it's like the Hydron Bomb versus coughing Mininar instead, because I am tired of seeing this champion getting blitzed.
Oh, Jackie Love. That's a clutch get out, though. He will make it away. It's going to be followed up quickly by LNG. That calling is doing work right now, and guess what? The big guns have shown up now, and another one is on the way. Send them all, because you're getting kicked in the face Gala's taken out of the fight. Cream is on the back line. He's got a double kill on his signature Akali. The man has come over to Top Esports to make a difference, and he's making his name damn known.
Jelov jumps forward and LNG make the classic play of pounce on the AD carry that's jumping forwards, but the Mikhails was already there, and then they've invested too much into the play. They're in too deep. From Top Esports, they learned from Sum 41. They punished them for that one. They know what happens there. They're going to take the Baron, walk away with another host of kills as well.
The fear comes through. 369 could still chase this one. Yeah, like Hug is just going to die.
He just how he goes about his business sometimes, but this series is absolutely not one of them. This split is absolutely not one of them. Top Esports, this could be their year again. This could be the second coming of Top Esports.
They were one game away from making and booking a Worlds ticket. They were so close with their would-be super team last year. Having to find some new pieces to the puzzle, bringing back in 369, having Kareem here as well. A call-up from OMG. And it really feels like they're functioning on all cylinders here. This will be their 5th series win, and they can join the upper echelon, rightfully so. It's another siege coming in, and one more kill could just mean, and that's it. Tien finds the nail in the coffin. He's going for more. He finds Gala. There's nothing you can do. LNG are dusted. They are despised by Top Esports, and they'll be put into the ground. Top will go to 5-1 and 2-0 sweep LNG.
In case you're wondering,
these were some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.